It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Giants, next on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 37-yard.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. These two teams all tied after one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Godot's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Barkley a first down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
My bad, guys, my bad.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 17. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next-gen stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, again, the ball comes out.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Gano's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.